In this video, we shall see the simplex table method of solving the ready mix problem. As discussed earlier, the ready mix question problem is given. Ready mix produces both interior and exterior paints from two raw materials M1 and M2, and following table gives us the distribution. So it says M1 materials for the raw material M1, tons of raw material per ton. So this says raw materials M1 per ton of raw material exterior paint is 6. That is 6 tons of material M1 is used for 1 ton of exterior paint, and similarly 1 ton of M2 is required for the exterior paint, and similarly for the interior paint. And the profit per ton, for 1 ton of exterior paint we get 5 into 1000. Here the unit is $1000. We get $5000 profit, and for this it is $4000 profit. Similarly, these are the maximum availability, that is per day M1 can be used at maximum 24 tons and M2 at max 26 tons. Apart from these, we have two more conditions. It says daily demand for interior paint cannot exceed than that of the exterior paint by more than 1. Means, and the daily demand for interior paint is 2 tons. So we have to find the maximum, determine the optimum product mix for interior and maximum such that it maximizes the daily profit. So So let us assume that x1 is the number of tons produced for exterior and x2 is the tons produced for interior. Now our aim is to maximize the profit. So profit for 1 ton is 5. Profit for 1 ton of exterior paint is $5000. So we will keep this unit aside, and it is 5. For 1 ton it is 5, for 1 ton of interior it is 4. So for x1 ton it will be 5 into x1, and for x2 tons of interior paint it will be 4 into x2. Also we need to maximize this. And what are my constraints? My constraints are can be found from this table and the other rules. So it says the daily availability is 24 tons for M1 material, and per day we are using x1 into 6 plus 4 into x2 tons, and this value should be less than equals to 24. So 6x1 plus 4x2 should be less than or equals to 24. Similarly, 1 into x1 plus 2 into x2 should be less than equals to 6, because 6 is the maximum that we can use. So my second constraint is x1 plus 2x2 should be less than equals to 6, and my other constraints are: third constraint, interior paint cannot exceed exterior paint by more than 1. So x1 plus x2 is the difference between interior and exterior. This should be not more than 1, which is less than equals to 1. And then the fourth constant is daily demand for interior paints is 2 tons. And daily demand for interior paints is x2. This should be less than or equals to 2. So this is my whole OR model, and I need to do the simplex table for this. So first of all, we need to write this in equation format. So in equation form we will write. So these inequalities will be removed and made equal. How to do the less than inequalities as equal? This constant means the left hand side is less than the right hand side by some values. So if I will add some value, let it be s1, then it may become equal. Because this side was less, I added something more, so now this both the sides are equal. So the constraint or the constraints in equation form will be maximize z equals to maximize z is 5x1 plus 4x2. 5x1 plus 4x2, and my first constant is 6x1 plus 4x2. Here I need to add one slack variable. The variables which are used for less than equals to are known as slack variables. So 6x1 plus 4x2 plus s1 is equals to 24. Here I have added one variable, so accordingly I need to adjust it in the objective function, and its coefficient is 0, so that because this slack variable is taken by me and not given by the problem, so that value does not matter for the objective function, so the coefficient is 0. Now the second is x1 plus 2x2. Again here it is less than equals to, means another slack variable s2 will be added, not taking the same variable s1, because we don't know by how much the left hand side in both these cases are lesser than their respective RHS. There is no meaning that they both will be same, so we need to take another slack variable. So x1 plus 2x2 plus s2 is equals to 6. Here again plus 0 s2. Similarly, for the third equation, minus x1 plus x2 minus x1 plus x2 plus something, some slack variable, is equals to 1, and again here plus 0 s3, and then plus 0 s4 for the fourth condition, fourth constant, that is x2 plus s4 is equals to 2. Now here the non-negativity constraint was x1 comma x2 is greater than or equal to 0, that is all variables used must be non-negative. So here similarly it is x1 comma x2 comma x3 comma not x3. Similarly here x1 comma x2 comma s1 up to s4 should be greater than or equal to 0. These also should be non-negative. Now this is my simplex form, equation form. Now I need to do the simple tableau. So how to construct? First we will write the basic variables. First we will need to write the basic variables. So what are basic variables? Basic variables are the non-zero variables. So here we have 6 variables, but we have 4 equations. But we know that if there are n variables, there should be same number of equations to solve. So since we have more variables than the constraints, we need to make some equations as some variables as 0. So here, since we have 4 constraints, 1, 2, 3, 4, we can use maximum up to 4 variables, and the rest 6 minus 4, that is 2 variables, need to be uh, equal to 0, equated to 0. So how to know which 2 variables would those 2 will be? Initially, we in the graphical method we start from origin, and origin means this is x1, this is x2. Origin means x1 equals to x2 is equals to 0. So my basic variables, that is the non-negative variables, these two are non-zero variables, these two are my 0 variables. So non-zero variables left are x1 to s1 to s4. So here will be my basic variables. They are s1, s2, s3 and s4. Next we will write CB or the coefficient values. Next XB. XB means the solution or the RHS part for the first iteration. 24612. 24612. S1 is associated with the constant having RHS 24, and similarly the order is maintained. CB means the coefficient in the objective function. These all are 0 because these are slack variables. Then we need to write the variables from x1, x2, s1, s2, s3 and s4, and at the top we shall write Cj, that is the coefficient in the objective function, which is 5, 4, and for slack variables it is all zeros. Next, in this area we will fill the constraint coefficients from the equation form. This is my equation form. So here coefficients are 6, 4, 1, and then for S2, S3, S4 in the first equation it is 0. So it is 6, 4, 1, 0, 0, 0. S2 is associated with the second constant, therefore 1, 2, 0, 1, the rest 0. 1, 2, 0, 1, 0, 0. S3 is associated with the third constraint, minus 1, 1, minus 1, 1, and then for S3, for S3 it will be 1 and the rest are zeros. Similarly here this coefficient is 0, this is 1 for x2, and then these are zeros except the last x4. We can see that this is an identity matrix, this part, the slack variable part, and if we find its inverse, then we will reach the solution part, and we shall use the Gauss-Jordan method to find the inverse.